Hey Virgos, welcome back to my channel. Guys, if you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, thanks so much for supporting the channel. So I'm going to go ahead and do a general message. I'm going to get a message from your ancestors and your angels. Now, this is a general message, so it may not resonate with everyone. Just take what resonates for you, Virgos, and leave the rest. Anybody interested in a personal reading, my information is always down below. Thank you to those who do reach out for those, and thank you to those who donate to the channel, and to those of you who do subscribe. It's very much appreciated. So I do hope that everybody is doing well, okay? But Spirit, what is the strongest energy here today for my Virgos? What is the message from their ancestors and their angels? For my Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, and Venus. So let's get a card from Archangel Michael. Let's see what he's trying to help you with. So I am seeing a card that is kind of popping out here, and it says, admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. And it says, I appreciate your support in helping me face my feelings with grace and acceptance so that I can be lovingly honest with myself and others. It says, thank you, Archangel Michael, for giving me courage and strength. So straight away, we're picking up some Leo energy here, okay? But let's see. What's the strongest energy for Virgo? Bottom of the deck, you have trust your inner guidance. It's real. It says trust your inner guidance is real and trustworthy. So is there something here that some of you may be doubting? It says, please help me clearly hear, see, feel, and know the divine guidance that I am asked and I've prayed for. It says, allow me to keep my ego out of the way so your wisdom can come streaming through me for my own benefit and for those around me. But the actual card that came out, it says, have confidence. And we just had a card that said confidence and courage. So it says, Archangel Michael, please lend me your courage and fortitude. Help me realize that I am one with all that is divine, wisdom, strength, love, creativity, abundance, and health. Allow me to feel confident and peaceful about myself in all ways. All right, Spirit, show me more. What's the energy here for my Virgos? What do they need to know? All right, can I get a card for now and a card for going forward? Okay. And going forward. Bottom of the deck, you have gentleness, and it says be kind to yourself and others. It says honor your gentleness. It says speak words of love. And right behind it, you have anger. So I don't know if there is some sort of a situation that some of you may want to resolve with someone here, right? I'm even hearing the word coming to some sort of compromise. And someone here may be worried that a certain cycle may be over here. But I feel like there's an energy here where Spirit says balance can be restored. But it may be, it has something to do with someone using their discernment, how you approach a situation, the words that you say. You know, if there is fault in it on your end, Virgos, don't be in that energy of pride and ego where you feel like you can't or you don't have to say sorry for something. Because behind discernment, you have hope. And there's that card. Maybe this is why they was trying to get me to continue to look at the bottom. There's that word again. Having courage in a situation for someone brings delight. There is celebrations here with dance. But let's focus on what came out on the table. So your first one says abundance. And you see the rainbow and things like that. It says enjoy the bountiful of life. It says your supply is unlimited. It says blessings are coming to you. There's something here as well about having the energy of gratitude. It's almost like, I don't know what people are going through at this time, right? But it's almost like an energy where Spirit is saying to someone, hey, imagine the situation that you're going through. And then imagine someone who may be going through something worse, right? Spirit says there's some sort of abundance on its way. Now, again, abundance doesn't always have to go straight to finances and material things. And for some of you, it may be if that's where you feel like you are struggling in life. And especially if you have been patient and you have been working to, try and improve things and make it better for yourself. Don't give up hope. Now, going forward, you have friendship. And it says, seek out your soul family. It says, surround yourself with positive people. It says, spend more time socializing. So this is also giving me this energy here, Virgos, where some of you may have some sort of passion or desire. I'm looking at the colors on the card, right? Some sort of passion or desire to maybe, have somebody that you can speak to or go and have a coffee with, or, just meet up with, or have a conversation over the phone with. So it's giving me an energy of somebody feeling quite lonely here. And it's almost like Spirit is saying to someone, well, you're not going to find like-minded people within your four walls. So if you are desiring a friendship or friends, or, just people like it says that you can kind of socialize with here, then you got to get out there. And I feel like someone here may find that difficult to do. And it could just be because maybe you have become very complacent in your own energy, right? But if your body or your spirit or your gut is yearning for something more, then, take the slow steps to do that. But show me more. What's the energy for Virgo? What is this abundance about? Blessings are coming to you now. Why is this energy here, Spirit? What's Virgo's energy? You have the Six of Air. Oh, okay. And you have it with the Ace of Water. Show me more. And then coming out sideways, though, can talk about a blockage, right? And it's the Unity card. And it is a number 5. And 5s to me just talk about change. Now, again, they are kind of showing me the 5 of Pentacles for someone here, okay? And the 5 of Pentacles can talk about, financial hardship. But it talks about it being temporary. Now, the 5 of Pentacles can also talk to me about somebody maybe feeling left out in the cold. Confirmation, I just heard a noise behind me. All right. Yeah, 9 of Air, though. All right. So the 6 of Air, right? It talks about moving to calmer waters. Now, this is very interesting because it's kind of making me think of the daily affirmation. Because you see this one horse on his own getting into this boat. And he is leaving like 5 other horses behind. But it can just maybe talk about maybe you have outgrown certain people, certain situations, a job. It's almost like an energy here, Virgos, where it's time for someone here to stop allowing certain things or people to hold them back. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be a negative situation. It could just be, I have a desire to do X, Y, and Z, but it means leaving A, B, and C behind. Now, I don't really want to leave them behind, but you have to think about your own journey. You have to think about your own purpose. So let me just grab the daily affirmation. So the card that came out today, it says, hold lightly. And it says, I take the things and people that come into my life lightly, not holding on too tight, so that when it comes for time for them to go, they may go smoothly. But also for you to go smoothly, peace of mind energy, not feeling guilty about letting things go. Not feeling guilty about you wanting to grow and want more. It says, for them time to go so they may go smoothly. It says, this does not mean I love any less, but that I am open to the changes of life. So that is what that 6 of Swords is kind of reminding me of a little bit. So it says things are looking up. Exactly. Blessings are coming to you. It says things are looking up. It says the end of a difficult situation. It says taking a trip. So some of you may be traveling sometime soon. Maybe you're on a vacation at this moment, right? Or maybe you need to. Now, your next card was the Ace of Water, which is the Ace of Cups. And this can talk about self-love, or it can talk about, again, new relationships. It doesn't always have to talk about intimate relationships. New people, new friends. It says falling in love or the reassurance of a relationship. It says spiritual growth, and it says enhanced intuition, a new home. So again, maybe some of you are moving home. You could be moving out of a family's home, your parents' home. Right? Maybe some of you are just kind of seeking some sort of energy where you just want more independence. For others of you, yes, maybe your intuition has been giving you signs and synchronicities and maybe leading you to a certain person or asking you to open up when maybe it comes to relationships, right? And I'm talking about intimate ones. Maybe some of you are afraid to let new love in, but maybe it's being presented to you. Now, the Unity card, it says traditional viewpoints or methods. It says spiritual organization. It says seek out mentors and like-minded friends. Now, some of you may even, especially with the number 5, right, where I said it talks about change, some of you may be seeing things differently. Maybe your beliefs are changing. Maybe you're becoming more open to spirituality. It's kind of giving like this energy of, you know, especially with this 9 of Swords here, right? Where don't stress about anything. It's that energy of spirit saying, hey, listen, maybe just go with the flow. Go with what feels right for you. I'm hearing someone here worried about people passing judgment on something. Don't look for validation from other people. It says expecting the worst. It says self-fulfilling prophecies, and it says sleepless nights. And that is under that Ace of Cups. So Spirit, give me one for the 9 of Air. The Queen of Water. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. So it could have something to do with a water sign. Okay. Again, it could just have something to do with your emotions. Maybe you have water highly aspected in your chart. But the Queen of Water talks about, and I'm hearing something here, right? So for my masculines, I don't know if this is an energy where spirit is saying maybe some of you need to kind of step a little bit more into your feminine energy. Now, don't panic, right? That doesn't mean you got to go put on a dress or some lipstick or anything like that. It just means being more kind of like empathetic, right? It says relationships develop to a new level. It says trust your intuition. It says care for yourself and others. So show me what this friendship energy is about. Why do I feel like I want to get one more on that Queen of Water? The Magician. The Magician and the Renewal card. I feel like this is about somebody realizing that they can manifest anything that they want. The Magician talks about you having all the tools that you need. The Magician to me talks about you being someone who is very powerful. What's the energy of friendship? You have the Page of Earth. You have the Knight of Water. You have the 6 of Earth. So now we have the 7 of Earth, which talks about your investments and things like that, okay? You reflecting. This is about what you want to build. It's like how, or what do you want the rest of your life to look like? It's like an energy where I'm hearing spirit saying you need to answer yourself a question. Are you satisfied with where you are? With what you have? With who you're with? And it's almost like if to any of those questions, if the answer is no, then Spirit is saying, well, okay, well, that's a start. But then what is your next step? Then what do you plan to do about something? Show me more. The 5 of water landed on the 9 of air. So now we have the 6 of cups. And the 6 of cups does talk about past energy, soulmate energy, childhood. I almost want to say childhood issues. But I feel like this is an energy where it's just time to let something go. 66 could be significant, or 99. As I say that, an advert comes on and with a watch on it. I don't know if this is like an energy where maybe time may be ticking for something, but let's see. All right, so you have the Page of Earth. And the Page of Earth is like the Page of Pentacles energy, right? And it can talk about making practical decisions. But I always see as well like the Page of Earth almost like an energy where it's almost like the first step to begin something new, to start building on something, to start a new project here. It says good news about financial matters. So again, this energy, even going back to all the way over here, where I feel like some of you are worrying about money, where I was picking up that 5 of Pentacles energy. Spirit says let that energy go and just watch how things unfold. Look at the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. But I'm seeing behind even the Ace of Swords is this King of Wands. There is something here that needs action. It needs confidence. You need to believe in yourself. You've had a vision. Go after it. But it says good news about financial matters. It says wanting to do something more challenging. It says a new area of study. Or just a new beginning, right? And even if it isn't about studying something like in college or something like that, right? Even just starting a new adventure, it is going to take for you to learn, right? It's going to be new. You have to get used to something. You're going to have to, you know what I'm trying to say. Don't be afraid of the unknown. You have the Knight of Water. And it says falling in love or a wedding proposal. It says the need to balance emotions. It says an invitation to a social event. So again, some of you may even have people around you that is trying to, you know, invite you out, get you out there more. Or that is what stops some of you. It's like, oh, you know, Rising Phoenix, I would love to go and take a walk in the park, or, you know, go and sit in a cafe, or, you know, whatever it is that you like to do. Go watch a movie, you know, or just go do some window shopping. But I don't have anybody to go with, Rising Phoenix. Well, number one, you shouldn't be afraid to do those things on your own, because just you getting out there, you have no idea who Spirit's going to make you bump into. You have the 6 of Earth. And it says gifts of money, time, or effort. It says new career opportunities. It says receiving a loan and paying off debts. Release the worries and fears of money. Someone here is allowing that to rule their life. There's balance coming. I see the 6 of air, and we have the 6 of Pentacles. And we had, in my eyes, the 6 of Cups. So what's missing? The 6 of Wands. Okay. Now, one of the first things I heard as well with this card, I heard something about maybe someone here was contemplating doing some sort of charity work. You know, Spirit is also showing me really small things as well. You know, Virgos, like, you know, people are so quick to like, sorry, I'm fiddling with the laptop. You know, so people are so quick, like when you have old clothes and things like that, they're so quick to just throw them in the bin. You know, put a little bit of effort in to maybe bring those things to a charity shop or a charity bin, you know, those big clothes bins and things like that. And, you know, it just doesn't hurt to give back in any way that you can. It doesn't have to cost you. You know, if you have an elderly parent or grandparent or something like that, that, you know, they're not too far away, you know, and you know you have time today, go and spend a little bit of time with that person. There's lots of different ways you can do things. Now you also have the Five of Cups, and it says things not turning out the way you'd hoped. It says not seeing the positive in a situation. It says crying over spilt milk. All right, so let's see why that's here. Why is the Five of Cups here? Definitely something here to do with love. Look at that. The Five of Air. It's like with the two fives here, it can say to me that something here may be over, right? Or you have the power to end something. The Five of Air can talk about that mental space. And the Five of Air, it talks about an unwise choice. It says learn what you can from the situation. It says review everyone's motives. Now, some of you may be thinking some sort of move or decision that you make, you know, it may ruffle a few feathers. You're going back to that energy of needing validation from people. This is your life. And I feel like someone in here has to realize that. Depending on what it is that you want to do or where you want to go, you know, is there people that maybe you have to consider? Yeah, maybe. Especially if it's things like children, right? But I feel like the ultimate test here for someone is spirit is saying they want to see if you're going to stand in your power. It's almost like I'm seeing the Emperor energy. Give me one more card. What's this? The Two of Pentacles, decisions, choices. And you have the Queen of Air landed on the Queen of Water. So, I mean, I could also take that as someone, you know, maybe has a choice, maybe between maybe two feminines or something like that here. Or this maybe is about wise counsel. Maybe somebody wants to reach out to somebody for some sort of advice. Well, don't be afraid to do that. Lovers and awakening. Yeah, someone's also awakening to how they feel about a certain person here. Give me one more for the Five of Water and the Five of Air. Look at all these fives. There's lots of changes coming here, okay? I am seeing the Two of Pentacles is now flipping in the reverse in my lap. But you have the Five of Pentacles. So you got 555. Someone could be seeing that sign or synchronicity here. You see this energy, fears surrounding money. It says the wisdom to accept help from others. It says uncertain self-employment. And I already said I was seeing the energy of the Five of Pentacles before. It's given with the Two of Pentacles in the reverse energy. It's like this energy where someone here really needs to simplify their life. Maybe someone here may also need to make better financial choices. You know, don't be in that energy where you're kind of living above your means. I know that's easier said than done, because it's almost like in life. Sometimes it can be like, oh, you know, as you pay one thing, there's something else. And then there's something else. And then there's something else, right? It almost seems like it's never ending. Just stay balanced. Yeah, it's like, look at this. You got the Ace of Air, right? Which talks about brilliant new ideas, inspirations, right? Again, maybe seeing the truth in a situation. It talks about victory and success. It can talk about a challenging beginning in this deck. There's the King of Wands, where I was talking about some sort of action or somebody needing to find some sort of motivation here, right? This is an energy of staying focused. This is an energy of communicating your vision, speaking your truth, stepping in some sort of leadership role here. Again, it talks about advice from someone creative. Then you have the Eight of Cups with the Three of Air. Walking away from the things that hurt you, that cause you pain, sadness, especially if it's from the past. Because there's the sun, it's about to come out here. But once someone puts something behind them, number 19 or 91, but it boils down to a 10. Exactly. Look at the Four of Pentacles with the balance card. Someone's finances is going to find a balance here. But you have to do your part as well, right? And I hear somebody saying, well, what do you mean by do my part? What do I mean by do your part? You cannot have, this is just an example, you cannot have £4,000 in the bank, right? And then you want to go out and buy something for 3,500 and then turn around and say, well, I've only got 500 left. How am I going to build it back up? Well, you made the choice to spend that majority of money. It's just about making sensible decisions. So let us get some additional messages for my Virgos. What else do they need to know? So let's see where your focus should be. Where should Virgo's focus be at this time? Thank you, Spirit. Give me 3 cards. Strongest energy here. Show me. And one more. Wait till you see what came out. Bottom of the deck, you have only see love or see only love. It says look past the seeming errors, mistakes, and misunderstandings and only see love. It says love within each person, including yourself. It says your resolute focus upon the love that underlies every situation brings about healing in undreamed ways. Now, the first one I'm seeing here, which is why I laughed, it says fresh air. Get out there, right? It says your body needs refreshment from oxygenated air generated by grass, trees, plants, and flowers. Spend time outside today, as near to Mother Nature's cradle as possible. Open your curtains and windows to refresh your home as well. You also have assertiveness, which is that energy we was talking about with the King of Wands. It says this situation can be healed gently and with love, as you have requested. It says, yet there is also a need for your strength and truthfulness with other people involved. We will stand right behind you as you speak your truth. It says, giving you strength and giving you and guiding your words. So again, yeah, going back to that King of Wands with the Ace of Swords. And then we have heart chakra. It says, love is the heart of the matter. Your heart is the center within your physical being attuned most to love. It's safe for you to love and be loved with an open heart as we stand by with perfect protection and guidance. Okay, confirmation. So let us see the lessons that you may be learning at this time. Oh, I'm hearing Spirit say the lessons that you may have recently have had to learn. Give me 3 cards. Thank you, Spirit. So, it's, what did I say at the very beginning? And it's almost coming in the reverse. Did I say it in this reading or the daily affirmation? I think it was this reading. Gratitude. But it's coming in the reverse. Yeah, where I was saying, look at your situation. And then Spirit was saying, then think of someone who would be in a worse situation than you. So in the upright, it says gratitude. It says, I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. Someone here is not grateful. Okay, they're singing that bit from The Little Mermaid, but it's Ursula, where she sings, you poor unfortunate soul. So again, I don't know if this is like somebody like it's, the 5 of Cups, somebody cried over spilt milk. Wow, wow, wow. You have to laugh sometimes. All right. Show me more. The lessons that Virgos may be learning at this time. Yeah, okay. So you have change. Yeah. And I'm hearing things don't stay the same. Things don't always stay the same. It says change. It says, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Exactly. And that's also the energy here. What I was seeing, there's so much stagnant energy. And then it's like someone on the other hand is like saying, well, why is nothing happening for me? Well, because you ain't doing anything. Fear. So you have adversity. It says, I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. And look what we have at the bottom of the deck. Friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. So this could be like somebody missing a friend. Maybe somebody judged somebody harshly here. Friendship and judgment. You got happiness and honesty. Being honest, forgiving, being open. It's going to bring some sort of light and happiness into someone's life here. So, let us see what you need to release. What does Virgo need to release at this time, Spirit? All right, give me a card. Three cards. What do I need to release? Strongest energy here. And look at it coming in the reverse. In the upright, it would say, have faith in your dreams. Your first one coming out, it says, conclusions are within reach. And I'm hearing Spirit say, stop trying to predict the outcome of something. Conclusions are within reach. Stop prophesizing a negative outcome. And what do you need to release? It says a new romantic cycle begins. This is making me think of like the scales being balanced here. I mean, something could have something to do with a Libra, right? But I feel like this is something to do with someone's past. Give me one more for that. A new romantic cycle begins. What does Virgo need to release? Yeah, your commitment is being tested. And look at that at the bottom of the deck. Prosperity lies ahead. Yeah, believe in the impossible. You and your loved ones are safe. Show me more. What else for my Virgos? What else do they need to know? Give me three cards. Okay, 4. Partnership at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, it's like Spirit is saying go forward. You have obstacles and blocks are lifted. And it says ask for your needs to be met. And I see quiet retreat. So I see words of abundance. It says you have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerful positive words. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation in loving and optimistic terms. And that is what you attract for yourself and others. So you keep saying to yourself here, I can't, it won't, never, never, never. Then, yeah, you know. You want to say words like, I know, yes, I can, it will soon be here. You know, those kind of things. I do deserve love. So you have moonlighting. It says you can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job to pay the bills. Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. You also have it is safe for you to receive. It says the more you allow yourself to receive, the more resources you will have available to share with others. Open your arms to receive and be confident. It says for good coming to you and through you is a blessing to the world. And then you have power of prayer. Now notice that these two cards was out sideways. So you have give the situation to God for uplifting and healing, and be open to miracles. Heaven's unlimited resources, love, and answers are awaiting your prayers. Be sure to act upon the divine guidance God gives you in response to your prayers. So it coming out sideways, I don't know if, like I said, if someone here is spirit is saying to someone, hey, listen, we are trying to answer you. We're trying to direct you. We're trying to, show you which way to go. But I don't know. What else do you want Virgos to know, Spirit? Thank you. Now, at the bottom of the deck, it says you have such a bright light inside. It says stop dimming it. You have guilt is a normal feeling. It says just breathe in and let it go. You have bet on yourself. It says take chances, reach your dreams. You've got this. And then you have what has your inner voice been asking of you? Listen and act. Now let's end out your reading with a card from Isis. All right, Isis, what do you have for the collective here today? What do they need to know? I hear that a lot. Remember who you are. What does Virgo need to know? All right, can I get one card? Oh, okay. Card's trying to escape. So what I'm seeing, it says stay true and be in your power. Remember who you are. What's this one? Talismans of Potence. Charging sacred objects of power. Maybe it's good for maybe someone here to use crystals or something like that here. Yeah, soul retrieval. And the power over 7 scorpions. I just need one card. What's going to resonate for my Virgos today? What do we have for Virgo, Isis? Give me a clear message. No card. All right, let's try again. What do we have for Virgo? Give me a clear message. Feels like more than one card wants to come out. Okay, there we go. Bottom of the deck, we have Pyramid of Light. It says step your vibration deeper into love. There's something here about love. Truth unveiled. So let me get the meaning. Let's see what card it was first. Mother of Life. It says nourishment of the golden grain mother. All right, give me a second. Okay. So it says we can sometimes fall into existing and doing rather than truly living. It says we only know that this has happened when suddenly our life seems dry. Like my throat just then. It says dry, depleted, filled with tasks, or it feels like we are stuck in a rut or habit that may have been comfortable but is becoming stifling and suppressing. It says Isis, the mother of life, holds the ability to restore even the most numb, resistant, and difficult circumstances. Is this someone's heart? That's what it feels like. Someone here is so stubborn, so like, it's like, I don't know, it feels so tense. But spirit is, it's like, I don't know. Trying to get somebody to open up to something. Trying to warm someone's heart. Yeah, I got an icebox where my heart used to be. The Spirit's trying to say to someone, no, your heart is still in there. We just need to throw, you know, the ice. Anyway, it says, even the most numb, resistant, and difficult circumstances and people back into life. She calls to you now, seeking the bestowed gifts of life upon you. It says, be bold and brave, open your arms and receive. Let's get the incarnation. So it says you can say this incarnation to call, it says incarnation, this call to the divine mother of life to finish the, okay, let's just read the incarnation. It says, I call to the blessing mother of life. Gift me with boldness, courage, and love. Help me let go of the past. Help me let go of the past. It says, help me surrender the ways I have shrunk back from life to protect and hide parts of me that were hard to deal with. Let me know the fullness of life, love, and acceptance of myself and others. Let me just be with you without pretense or hiding. Help me grow joyfully and be myself in the world. I accept your help in unconditional love now. Life flows through me, full and unique. Be open, someone here. Don't let the past win. So that is what I've picked up here today. I do hope that something has resonated with you. If it has, I do want to hit the thumbs for me. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you know when I upload. But Virgos, if this is where we part, guys, have courage. Stay safe. Love and light.